What's going on, y'all? So, I recently made this video updating people about the big PSSR 2.0 upgrade coming, which why would you not want that for console gaming? Because even with stuff like Steam Machine and the Magnus on the way, which is most likely a PC still too, you always want improvements like that, and you deserve those type of improvements. So we got an Nvidia fanboy who can't handle AMD working with Sony and AMD making improvements. It just has to be Nvidia and dumping on AMD all day. You can tell he likes to, suck off Nvidia, obviously. So yeah, we're gonna have to put him in his place. Starting with the comment. All right, let's see. What's his face was coming in here. Let me go ahead and yeah, we're gonna get to this in a second. Let me go ahead and give him his like. Right here. Okay, he says Redstone coming in clutch. I don't know why that just happened. Before these new major releases, I wonder if AMD will also bring FSR 4.1 shortly after being a co-joined effort, right? This gets interesting, guys. Here comes the Nvidia fanboy. Alcove Shadow. It will never be as good as DLSS. I don't understand what this has to do with understanding that consoles are about to get a major improvement here. AMD's making advancements. Anything against Nvidia is a good thing, right? We're not done here. 100%, he says, undebatable, undeniable, and fact truth. This is actually funny, guys. You know what's so funny? You know what's so funny about this? Oh man, talk about blowing Nvidia off big time in the wrong way. Is that this guy came into a console video about PlayStation 5 making its improvements and giving people the PS5 Pro improvements that they deserved, and wants to come in and put Nvidia over it, completely off topic. What does this have to do with anything related to Nvidia? Because Xbox and PlayStation, besides Nintendo, are AMD, and they're making improvements on the console. He comes in and he wants to just beat it down. What a fanboy. Oh my God, like talk about toxicity here. Because it's really uncalled for and out of place. It says a lot about this guy's mindset, because we're like, people are looking forward to these positive benefits. This is a huge benefit about to hit the PS5 Pro base. And this is also going to be used for advancements, and whoever else is using AMD technology. Steam Machine is using AMD technology, and Xbox uses AMD technology. Why would you not want them to improve and get more competitive with Nvidia, who says, oh yeah, we're not doing any supers because there's no competition? This guy is really, I'm thinking about slapping the hell out of him. Nah, you know what I mean. But anyways, mentally though, don't worry, we're all going to be doing that. So yeah, undebatable, undeniable fact truth. What the hell kind of comment is this? This is the weirdest comment I've seen lately. It will never be as good as DLSS. Like, that is just, this guy's a loser mentality. That's what we have to say. I know you guys haven't seen me salt farming in a while, but like, okay, this guy's gonna have to get it. You know what I mean? We may start bringing some of that back. I kind of miss it. I had fun doing it. Here, he comes in and replies to Alcove saying, of course, they've had many more years to throw dev time at it. If PSSR2 is as much like DLSS 2 to 3 in its end result, that's good enough. No. They're saying that FSR4 is not too far behind DLSS 4 compared to what it used to be. The gap is way closer now. FSR 4 is better than DLSS 3. I don't know if people know that. It is, though. Yeah, you might want to do some fact checks here. And its end results, that's good enough for the mainstream consoles of the current generation. This is what I'm saying. Like, you have to look at where the PS5 Pro was and then where it's going to jump to internally. Once you see that, then you realize how much of a big improvement this actually is. And we just talked about this before. Reduced memory usage, more frames, improved resolution without sacrificing much at all, backwards compatibility support, being able to run GTA 6 at 60 frames per second. If you're coming in to hate on that, I don't know what to say. It seems like you have a personal problem with AMD. This is not even a PlayStation problem. This guy does not want AMD in any field to get in Nvidia's face. Like, that's a bad thing. No, man, it's a good thing. So yeah, we're calling out this fanboy, and this video is about him. Going down, Phil comes in, and Phil's always, coming in the comments. What's up, bro? I wouldn't come to that conclusion. PSSR and FSR are improving at a rapid rate. They are. You'd be, he said, stupid not to recognize the gap has closed considerably. Guys, that's what I was saying. Like, if you think about where FSR used to be back in the days. Hell, even at the beginning, remember FSR? Like how all these old FSRs were being used on games, like FSR1 for Last of Us or 2, and you're like, oh my God. And then when you see them jump to other things, like what a significant improvement. And then you see where Nvidia's at, it's like the gap's gonna have to keep closing because you can't make that many jumps after a certain period of time. There's diminishing returns. So they can only get closer and closer. Yeah, of course, Nvidia has a superior tech. Everybody knows that. But I'm not a hater. I'm not going to come in here and hate on advancements that AMD wants to make because I want to blow off Nvidia. You see what I mean? So Phil has a good comment right here. And that's basically what I was just saying. The gap has closed. And he says the Pro is getting FSR4 along with PSSR2. Like, and PS6 and Magnus, man, dude, I mean, the technology at that point, dude, it's not going to matter. It's going to be about how good is your story, direction, writing, community feedback, optimizing your game. Not over microtransaction people, giving people good formulas that they can play over and over again. Things that actually matter in a video game. Not getting too stuck off of magnifying, trying to see the difference, Digital Foundry details. Though I love Digital Foundry, I'm not beating that down. I'm just saying at that point, you're not going to detect it unless you stop and stare too hard. Like just, no, it's more about performance more than anything because everything looks so good nowadays. This guy says, it will not be. Right? We see this right here? Then he said, people are being optimistic. Place your feet securely onto reality. Dude, the reality is people are tired of Nvidia's crap at the moment. Hey, I love DLSS. I use it and all that stuff too. But what I'm saying is AMD making advancements is really good. You hating on the PlayStation, well, not PlayStation, but hating on AMD's co-joint partnership with PlayStation doesn't make any sense because it's going to benefit everybody in the long term because they both improve. AMD improves. This is good. This guy says that's all well and good. So he's not being negative. I'm not fussed on what's it called or what's used, just the end result. That's what we're talking about here, results. What are going to be the results? Because this guy's acting like he's being affected, like it's some negative thing. Like, dude, what is it going to do to your world? What do you mean? You don't want all those gamers, those millions of gamers and the millions of GTA 6 gamers that are coming and future people that are going to get that for GTA 6 to not be benefited? You got to come beat that down? Yeah, sit down. This guy says a Nintendo Switch 2 has DLSS 3.1. Okay, once again, what does that have to do with this, bro? Those are still dog crap, he says, because they are software-based trying to defeat a hardware-based one. 100% undebatable and undeniable fact truth. He's trying to come in and try to act like he's smart, but what he's not realizing is there's nothing wrong with software-based implementation. PlayStation 5 had software-based implementation with VRR, and it was outperforming the Xboxes in certain games with global illumination and all that. Sit down. You don't know what you're talking about. If you implement it right, it's fine. I get what he's trying to say, but at the end of the day, he's just not making any sense here. He's clearly out of place, and his mask is coming off, and everybody sees how much of an Nvidia fanboy this guy is. He's just coming here to gloat Nvidia in the worst of times. Yeah, sorry, dude, no. So, the end result, VS, what they have now is all that matters. 100% here. Let me go ahead and you know, you guys know what you're talking about. This guy is a loser, man. Dude. Yeah, guys, let's go ahead and give some support here. You see what I mean? Because they're just sitting over here being gamers. This guy is being a loser. Internal, we're doing this right live. Jump between PSSR and PSSR2. Why are you trying to beat down improvements in the gaming industry gamers get to enjoy? This is what you have to do right here, guys. Put him in his place. And here's the funny thing is, right? Here we go again. He says, can't wait to see PSSR 2.0 in action. Thank God GTA 6 will run at 60 frames per second as well. Good stuff. Cheers. Right? He says it will never be good as DLSS. Here he goes again. It's like, why do you got to do this? Cheers. Brother. Yeah. And then we got something else, guys. All right. Here's the last one. This is actually funny here. This guy says, Don Powers, whether What you mean, like the weather outside, bro? Well, no, what? Whether this information is accurate or not, you should really stop taking responses from artificial intelligence as facts. Dude, this was stuff I found on other websites. That was just the easy headline that I could have there. It's all over the place. It's on Reddit. Everybody knows it now. It's coming up. There was even a new report recently after I made that, talking about all the same thing that's happening. So this guy says whether, I don't know why he said whether this information, this is something funny to add in. I'm not really trying to bash this guy or anything, but like, comment, subscribe. You guys let me know what you think about this, how this Nvidia fanboy invaded a console topic that was AMD oriented. Man, I tell you, some of these fanboys, man, you know how we are. We got to check them. And you might be seeing some more of this down the line. Later, y'all. Peace out. Enjoy gaming no matter what platform you're on.